Good morning. May this practice for you today help you feel not only invigorated, but also able to handle whatever stress comes your way today. For our practice, I'll ask that you have a block or two, a strap or a belt if you have it, maybe a blanket or two, or a pillow from around your house, and a chair for our legs that will be elevated in our final relaxation. Okay, so we're going to begin on our backs. You can take your feet to outer hip width apart. Close your eyes. Let's take a moment to connect with our breaths. Start to lengthen your inhale and your exhale without strain. On your next exhale, we'll simply drop our knees to the left, taking your time, feeling your way through that entire movement. Inhale your knees back to the center, slow and controlled. Exhale to the other side. So here we're moving to the inner and outer edges of our feet. Inhaling through the center and exhaling to the side. Feel free to stop if you have an area that feels a little extra sticky, and stay there and breathe into it. Okay, the next time you come to the center, we'll stay there. And then take your feet a little closer together. So we're at the hip joint, which is a little narrower than your outer hip. Take your arms down by your sides this time. We'll begin with the palms face up. On your inhale, press through your feet and lift your hips up. Rolling so that the weight comes into your upper back. And on your exhale, slowly roll down. Follow your breath for this movement. On your inhale, press through the entire foot, the heel, as well as the inner and outer ball of the foot, relaxing the throat. Your exhale brings you down. Inhaling up. Exhale down. This time when you lift your hips on the inhale, bring the arms overhead. Palms are up facing the sky as they come overhead. And exhale back down. Make sure you have enough room overhead. Scoot myself down here. All right, and continue. Bringing the weight to the upper back and then slowly rolling down. Find two more like that. Link your movement to your breath. Okay, then press up one more time. Keep the arms at your sides. This time, press the back sides of your arm down. keeping the shoulders dropping down away from the ears. See if you can lift the hips a little bit more. On your next exhale, roll down. Draw your low belly to your spine, and then bring your knees into your chest, hands on top of the knees, fingers pointing towards the toes. On your exhale, draw the belly in towards the spine and let the knees come in towards the chest, relaxing the lower leg and feet. Inhale the knees away till your arms are straight. Exhale, use your abdomen. So see, I'm bringing the legs in. I don't actually need my hands, but I'm just using them for support. If you haven't used your core in a while, this might be a smaller movement for you, but see if you can find that space just above your pubic bone and the space in between your front hip points. You can imagine even the front hip points hugging towards one another, this deep layer of the transverse abdominis. Good. The next time your knees come in, use your hands to support that and take a breath or two here. Relaxing your front hip crease. Okay, place the feet on the floor and then outstretch your legs. Okay, I'm going to have you start by bending the right knee and placing the foot in the floor. We're going to do a single leg lift, and I'm going to show you the beginner version first, which would be to find that same engagement that we just had in the low belly, bringing the knee directly over the hip. And then keep that contraction and tap the toe down. And then exhaling up, inhaling down. So we are keeping the contraction. I'm also allowing for, you can do this with me. I'm allowing for the natural curve of the low back. So I'm not pressing my low back into the floor. And I'm also not letting it bow up really strongly. Okay, so just a natural curve in the low back, keeping the engagement in the front. If this feels like you can do more, straighten the leg. Otherwise, continuing where you were. I inhale the leg down and exhale the leg up. Okay, then we'll bend the knee, foot on the floor, and then slide that leg back out long. Take a moment, notice if you can feel any difference between the sides of your body. And then we'll bend the left leg, finding the engagement of the low belly, bringing the knee up. And then you could start the movement with the knee bent, tapping the toe. And if you know you feel ready for more, you can bring the leg straight up. So your movement might look a little bit different than mine if you have a lot of tightness in your hamstrings. So it's okay to do this movement with a bend in the knee. And if the hamstrings are tight, I would say you could maybe bring the knee in a little bit closer and take it down like that. staying connected with your breath. If you lose the contraction of the low belly, don't go as low with your leg or rest. Okay, so it's important to protect your low back by keeping that engagement. Okay, and then bend the knee, plant the foot, we'll plant the other foot. Take the feet wider than the hips this time, the knees together, and inhale your arms, stretch them overhead. Finding a release for your low back. Okay, and then we'll bring our arms down, roll to your side. We're going to come to hands and knees. You want the creases of the wrist to be parallel with the end of the mat. Press through the entire hand. We'll take the cow pose with the chest reaching forward through the hands, the gaze coming up, and a gentle lift of the tail. And then exhale, take the hips to the heels, bend the elbows straight back so the forearms come to the floor, head down. Move forward, back to hands and knees. Bring the chest forward through the hands, the gaze up. And then exhale back towards child pose, taking the forearms down to the ground, head down, hips down. Follow your breath for this. Pressing through your entire hand. Focusing on the opening of the upper back during the cat stretch. And the release of the lower back on your way down. This time, come up on your knees with the torso upright and inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, plant the hands down and bring the forearms back down to child's pose. Inhale, reach the arms out, stand up on your knees, reach the arms overhead. And exhale, hands down, forearms down, head down, hips down. Repeat that. And then we'll stay in child's pose for a couple breaths. You can take the backs of the hands down onto the floor, rest the head. Relaxing your front hip crease. Bring your hands under your shoulders and bring yourself up, and we'll come to standing. We'll stand with the feet together if that's okay for your balance. Otherwise, you can take them hip width apart. And I would be looking for hip joint distance apart so that the center of your ankle is underneath the hip joint rather than the outer hip. Okay? Inhale your arms overhead. Exhale, bend at your hips, folding forward. You can take your hands to blocks. Inhale, bring the spine up so you're at a half lift. Exhale, release the torso and the head. Engage your low belly. Use the strength of your back to come up, arms overhead. Relax the arms back down at your sides. We'll repeat that, a forward fold with a half lift. Feel free to have a gentle bend in the knees. head is neutral when you come to your half lift. And then again, we'll let the head come up last as you come to standing with the option of looking up at your hands. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. You can take your hands to your lower legs to support. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand. And the arms to your sides. One more time, following your own breath. Okay, when your arms come down to your side this time, just take a moment, free breath, notice how you feel. Okay, and then we will set up for Utthita Parshvakonasana. So if you have a block, you can place that to the side of your mat. It will be next to your front foot. And if you don't have blocks, you can always bring your front arm onto your thigh, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so we're gonna take a long stance with the back toes mostly turning towards the front, and then I want you to even out how the weight is distributed in your hips. Inhale the arms forward and back. Exhale, allow the front shin to come forward, knee over ankle, and then we'll start with the forearm on the thigh. Bring the arm straight up, and then I'm going to rotate the arm, bring the palm down, and bring the arm overhead. You can have your gaze at the horizon, and I'm not putting a lot of weight into the front arm on the thigh. Should be able to move it. So I'm going to show a little bit deeper in the pose here. On the front leg side, allow the upper thigh bone to release into the body. So we're drawing this outer hip in. That's going to allow more weight to go into the back foot. Smooth out your breath. Reaching all the way through your fingertips. Okay, and then we'll inhale up to standing and exhale to release the arms down. Okay, I'm going to pivot my feet to face the back of the mat. I'll have a block to the outside of my foot. Big step back, toes mostly coming towards the front, so off at an angle there. And then I balance the weight as it through both hips. Inhale the arms up when you're ready. Exhale, releasing the front shin forward, so knee is over ankle. And then we're spinning the palm down. I'm opening my chest away from the front leg. Focus your gaze at one point. On the top arm, can you release the shoulder blade away from the spine and send the shoulder blade to the hand? On the front leg side, I'm releasing the inner thigh forward and the outer thigh back. You can imagine this circuit happening there. Good, and then we'll inhale up to standing. Exhale, release the arms down. We're going to pivot to face the other way again. Set up the feet the same way. for Utthita Trikonasana. And this posture will be with legs straight. So if you know you're tight in your hamstrings, go ahead and bring your block up to the tallest setting. If you know you're really tight, you could even stack a block here. And I'll just show you what that might look like before going deeper. So always in the standing poses, balance how the weight is distributed through your hips. Now we'll inhale our arms forward and back. And then exhale, release the pelvis towards the back leg side. Take the hands of the block. We're opening up to a T. See if you can balance the weight going through the inner and outer foot on the front leg side. It's okay to keep your gaze at the horizon. Let's play with taking the arm down. Turn your head up and then bring your arm back up. Strong reach through both legs. Releasing the side body up through the crown of the head. And then you can take your gaze down and inhale yourself up. Okay, and then we'll pivot our feet to face the back, taking our block. Okay, and most people are going to have width between their feet on the mat, unless you're really flexible in your hips. Balance the weight between your hips. Inhale the arms up when you're ready. Exhale, releasing your pubic bone towards the back leg side. So we're creating a lift of the pelvis up out of the front leg. And then rotating open. Again on this side, let's take the arm down. Head down to the foot. Rotate the neck back up. And then bring the arm back up. Front leg side, make sure you can feel the inner and outer foot. And see if through the front of the press of the front foot, if you can feel the lightness of the pelvis so that it can rotate over the front leg. Turn your head down towards the front foot and inhale yourself up to standing. Good. Okay, we'll walk our feet together. I'm going to have a block on my mat and we're going to come to kneel in Virasana. So if you have any pain, discomfort, tightness in your knees, you can either have block like this, blocks like this. If any weight at all is not welcome for your knees, sit on a chair. Okay, so my feet are going to go straight back, sitting on the block. And we'll open the neck a little bit more. So on your exhale, look to your left. And then we'll slowly turn the head all the way to the right. Continue that movement, rotating side to side. Close your eyes and see how smooth you can make this movement. Next time you come to the center, stay and drop the left ear to the left shoulder. So your face stays pointing forward and you're simply tilting. And then back up through the center and then right ear to right shoulder. So this isn't a huge movement here. Keeping the tops of the shoulders relaxed. The next time you bring the left ear to the left shoulder, stay. Take nice deep breaths. Be sure to fill all the way up to the upper part of your lung. Okay, on your next inhale, switch so that the right ear is over the right shoulder. Take a few breaths here. Okay, on your next inhale, bring your head back up to the center and then open your eyes. And then I'm going to have you look so that your nose and chin is over the left side of your chest. And then I'm going to drop the chin down to the chest and take that hand to the back of the head and give just about 2 pounds of pressure really gently. And then I'm going to keep that assistance with the hand and press the head back up into the hand. Stop pressing. Inhale. Exhale, release the chin down towards the chest. Maybe you have a little more space. And then keep the hand supporting you in that position and press the head up again. Just a slight press, nothing too hard. Stop pressing. Inhale. Exhale, releasing the chin down towards the chest. And then we'll release the hand, bring the head up. Turn the nose and chin so it's over the center of the right chest, right side of the chest, and lower the chin. Right hand comes to the back of the head. Okay, and then a small press of the head up into the hand. Stop pressing. Inhaling, exhale, release the chin. Keep that slack and then press the head back into the hand. Stop pressing, inhale. Exhale, release the chin down. Good, and then we'll release that. Shrug your shoulders up into your ears and then relax. 2 more times. And let that go. Okay, tall spine, inhaling. Exhale, twist to your left, take your hand across. You can take the hand on a block behind you or your stack of blankets. You can come out of the twist a little bit on the inhale, and on the exhale, finding the twist from drawing the belly to the spine. On the back arm side, see if you can release the entire length of the collarbone from the center of your chest all the way out through the shoulder. Your next inhale will bring you to the center. Inhale for your second side and exhale. Again, feeling the release along the chest of the backside arm. Okay, your inhale will bring you back to center. Okay, and then if you have a strap, then grab that or your belt and we'll come onto our back. Okay, so knees are bent. Use your abdomen strength to help you roll down. Undo the strap in the left knee into the chest. Put the strap just in front of the heel and extend the leg up. Take the strap to the back of the hand. Put it through the thumb and first finger, and then you can hold on to the strap. If you're not able to have a straight leg at 90 degrees, bend the knee into the chest and work on straightening the leg here. Otherwise, we'll be here. If that feels enough with the bent leg, you'll stay here. Otherwise, the next progression will be to straighten the leg. Reach actively through both legs, and then you're bringing the top leg towards the head. So we're finding a balance of being able to extend this arm fully and allowing the leg to release up out of the socket. So if you're feeling like the tightness of the strap pulls the leg down to the earth, give yourself a little bit more slack. Active reach through both legs. You can close your eyes here. Okay, and then keep your hips on the floor so you can feel the sacrum stay in the floor and bring the leg across towards the midline of the body a few inches and then up towards the head a little bit if you're able, and that will bring the stretch into the outer hamstring. So you want to be able to feel both sides of the sacrum on the floor. Relax the tops of your shoulders, your neck, your jaw. Active reach through both legs. Okay, bring the leg back through neutral, bend the knee, bend both knees. If the other one isn't bent, we'll release. Put the strap around the right foot just in front of the heel, extend the leg up, take the strap to the back of the hand, put it across the thumb, and then we'll turn the hand over. Okay, again, if you're not working with a straight leg at 90, the knee is in and you're working on straightening. Otherwise, we're here. Outstretch the leg if you want a little more. And then from there, reaching the leg up towards the head, supporting it with the arm. Closing your eyes. See if you can release all the way, the knee joint all the way open so that you eliminate a micro bend if you're past that 90-degree point. Okay, and then taking the leg across towards the midline, keeping both sides of the sacrum on the floor, and then reaching the right foot up towards the left shoulder. Okay, bringing the leg back through neutral, bending the left knee, placing it on the floor, releasing the right knee from the strap and set the strap to the side. Take the knees up into the chest. Slide the hands up the outer thighs to your ankles. Let the feet go up towards the ceiling. And then here, rock side to side on your hips and low back. And then hands down to the knees, draw the knees together. And then again, you can do a little rocking side to side. Roll onto your side. Use your hands to come up to a seat. Okay. And then next we will have Shavasana. So have your chair onto the mat. Hips up towards the chair, lower legs up. And then if you have a blanket nearby, blanket for your head. Take your palms face up. Relaxing the weight of your body fully. And then I will be quiet here for a few minutes and I'll let you know when it's time to come out. Prepare yourself to move again. bottom of your exhale, roll to your side. Use your hands to come to a seat. Okay, we'll bring our hands together at our hearts. Close your eyes. Taking a moment to notice how you feel. May you and all people feel peace in your body, mind, and spirit. Thank you so much for taking the time to practice with me today.